T1 played it, but that was specifically in an Ashe lane. And Bin not going to show a new champion, instead going back to the Aatrox. The team finding power of this BLG comp is, especially in the mid game.
Only cleanse on Pays as well. On can look for that handshake. Delight standing in front. There's the ignite. Pays cleanses with a flash follow from Shun, means that Pays the ultimate price. Bailout on won't get him out of dodge this time. 1-for-1 trade in the bottom lane.
The play is worth it though. I mean, Gen.G at this point in the game, obviously very early, should consider themselves much weaker. Amount of damage. I wanted to highlight, they've kind of phased away now, but two very deep wards. One in the lane from BLG and also just next to the Krug camp in the lane itself, so they can just keep information as to whether or not Peanut is trying any lane ganks. And you can see that BLG's game plan is so committed to playing around bots.
On's gonna get rooted. He doesn't have flash, remember. Flash forward by Peanut and On pays the price in the bottom lane. Gen.G back on the board. Pays gets his second of the game. Doran trading in the top lane. Grandmaster's might. On to Bin. Bin tries to turn it back around. Doran trying to get the empowered autos off. Both of them still have their, so if a dive does occur or materialize, Peanut is in the right position at the right time, and the Nut God's looking for something as they go forward. Bin has to flash away, Doran has a flash, follow Counter-Strike coming out, and Bin is locked up and sent packing by Gen.G.
And does this hero though. I don't know if Peanut reinforcements are on the way.
Delight's on his way across. No Fate's Call yet for Elk, still half the time on that, but they do have the hostile takeover if they want to look for more. Shun goes in, they find Pays. Cataclysm down, but the Devour already used by Delight, and now the hostile takeover popping as well. The shield from Pays, he tries to cleanse away, but he's slowed. Severum's gonna heal him up, but Peanut pulled back with a handshake, and BLG win out the skirmish.
Really big win.
Delight here trying to trade towards this dragon would be the second of the game for BLG, and Delight's just being a nuisance. He knows they can't take this away.
Now players of the entire tournament, people were putting him in the conversation for best performing AD as Chovy.
Down has flash, but he's not going to be able to get away from Peanut, who lands the stun immediately. The shockwave only catches onto Chovy, and Yagao is going to get chased down here. Chovy puts down the soldiers, and Yagao is buried beneath their feet. Doran with a good jump away, but Shun chases in, and still it's only Shun that's picked up first completed item. Overall, as you say, it's a bit of a boxing match between these two. Currently on points, no knockdowns.
He has a lot of these moments as the contest is going to come through.
TP in. Shun can look for this. Counter TP burnt by Yagao. Shun on the front line. Bin's going to dash across the board. The Rift out down to 1,000. Hostile takeover, though, is going to do so much work. Pays already berserk as the line is forced away, and now Doran's in the midst of BLG, and Bin is looking to send him packing into the recycling. He goes.
The positioning of Elk as well. Fantastic fight from BLG. Now they're in a comfortable lead against Gen.G.
Domestically, was their ability to identify we shouldn't do this and just go for a good cross map. And I think that that is something that internationally they just haven't really been able to show. And in this game, we're seeing it again. T1 is the team of, no, we take the fight.
Chase forward, but Yagao's in the right position to stop them. The Magnustorm for Peanut, he's nowhere near them! It's just miles away. They got an EpiPen or something, because Peanut not doing anything to them as BLG secure the ocean. And that was a Peanut at Worlds moment if I've ever seen one.
The engage goes wide. Gen.G now don't have an easy way to start the fight. Doran
gonna get brought back, pops the stopwatch, handshake coming out, Moonlight Vigil does hit the Infernum, there's the hostile takeover. Cataclysm onto the backline though, and Doran's been locked up, the Shockwave finds him. The Devour comes out as Chovy starts to retreat, but already it's 2 kills to BLG, and Gen.G are found wanting by the unwanted aggression from BLG.
And it's again BLG able to very calmly play out this scenario. They set up full control. They know that Gen.G has to walk in. Peanut has to go for a desperation play, but with the ultimate gone, no Magnet Storm, no engage, there is nothing that they can do than the turn from BLG, who are more than happy to look for a fight. That's all.
Meanwhile, we need to look at mid, because what damage has been able to do against this tower, he's getting a lot more work done. Doran can't do much to hold him off, and BLG at least will unlock a tier 2.
It's not like Chovy and Doran can get back on Nexus, and the persistence is rewarded here for BLG. Also courtesy to the Ocean Soul in a situation like...
in the pit.
That's
well
big.
done by BLG to make sure they cleared out all their corners. And Shun can look for more because Peanut dismounted right now. Remounts, you just go for it. EQ in, flag and drag, Cataclysm as well. Delight has to flash as does Peanut. Infernum from the side means that On is down to half HP, but that's so much invested by Gen.G. And with not too much gain, they have mid-wave prio, but will it be enough? Elder spawns, Elk starts it, Bin keeps Doran and Peanut at bay. No flash for Peanut, remember, just burnt it. But he can get into this fight. The Shockwave finds Chovy, Delight, and Pays now beginning to step it up. Devour available for Delight. Pace dodges the Berserk for the hostile takeover. Already finds one. And Bin is done with this game. The Elder secure. Pace tries to dash away, but Bin puts him in his place as BLG clean up in the river.
And BLG immediately head towards the bot side of the map. Wave is ready. No turret standing there. Doran desperately trying to draw some attention, but it was not enough, and BLG take a resounding victory here in game number 1, and it looks like Gen G and Messiah might have been half a year ago, but it's not looking that different in game number 1.
A tale as old a time between these two teams, it seems, as BLG come out to an early lead and are able to snowball it away from Gen G. A few mistakes for Gen G. Doran as well in the top lane specifically had struggled into Bin after a few good early forays, and BLG never let go of the reins. Gen G respawning, but the Elder still stands on BLG, and they can look for the fight. The Magnustorm finds 2, but Pays pulled back in. He's just deleted by the laser. Peanut follows suit, and BLG playing with Gen G as they clean it up to go 1-0 up in this quarterfinal.
Shun's only death to the next.
Into Cataclysm into Shockwave combo. Xayah self-peels, Renata can peel her as well, and in all honesty, if I played entirely nameplates off, even with nameplates on, damn it, BLG have a composition that's early here as they look for the chase. Elk and On both have their flashes. Elk already invested a Ghost flash forward, Twisted Advance knocked back onto On, and Gen G played to this tune in game 1. The bailout coming out and On will be brought back. And now Delight is next on the menu, and Elk can turn it around. Double buff for him. It's going to be 2, but a great flash from Delight. Got escape.
To range of Elk to get that execution. If nothing else, they were going to get a 1-for-1. They turned it into 2-for-1. Now BLG look for the dive.
Knock up on door, and he tries to flash away, but the chase is there, and the Ignite is ticking. Bing tanking, the tower shots can flash away. Peanut trying to answer as well, but he can't find a good play. Since then, he has been so consistent. He's been such an integral part of the 15-1 record that BLG maintained through the regular season. Shun here smites away. On is looking for a little bit more. They can harass.
No flash,
Hayes
Peanut.
has flash though. They look for Peanut. The handshake's going to pull him back at Peanut. Even in the cozy campfire will find nothing but death and despair. Pays now chased away, has the flash to get across the wall. They try and turn onto Shun, but Pays has to burn his flash as Chovy goes in. But
G2, they looked very convincing for the large part outside of losing game 2. Doran now going for a bit of a trade. Nice trading against
Bin is
Bin.
on his way with a Nature's Grasp as well, but you can see Shun ready to react. Bin rooted up. Shun is on his way. The equalizer down, and Doran's burning. Bin trying to turn it around, and Doran will fall first, and Peanut's buried next to his brother as BLG strike.
The crazy thing is, Bin's the least of your worries. Yeah, like Elk had a 2k gold lead in the AD carry matchup.
Lead 2 Drakes and a Herald to BLG. The scoreline reads 6-1. Bot lane tower's about to fall as 5 plates have already been brought off there. Mid lane, we've already got a plate gone down. Top lane, we've already got a plate gone down. This is as one-sided as, with a little bit of exaggeration, any game we have seen at Worlds. As the TP comes up towards the top lane, Chovy's going to knock Bin back, and finally, Gen G are finding something proactive. Bin is going to try and get his way away here. Will fall down, equalize on the wave to make sure it's cleared out. The game over to BLG, and it is looking dire for Gen G.
I'm perplexed. I am like a mid lane. That's going to unlock this tower.
Hey, I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
Oh,
Wouldn't
yeah?
have really mattered. It's fine. You know, that's the one.
If you're going to do it in any game.
But you know, that's me. I have a bit of a personal stake as in they go.
Do find
here we
engage
go.
onto Shun. He has the flash, goes in with the Cataclysm, and now there's the TP. Hostile takeover from On as well. Is going to catch 2. The equalizer down, and Chovy is burning in the river. Lava underneath this speed as Doran probably regretting that lack of flash now as Yagao catches him with the shockwave. The EQ combo from Shun sends him to an early through these games. There's the Nature's Grasp as Gen G look for something. Bamming up in 10 seconds. If you find a fight here, maybe you can turn it into more. The hostile takeover being popped. Chovy dodges away from the shockwave as Peanut's in the back of the pit. Doran trying to get onto Elk, but Elk yet untouched. And Doran, the warm hugs are not enough to keep him alive as Elk flashes forward. Pays is about to meet his maker as Elk sends him.
A resounding 2-0 lead in this series, surely from here on out, within a minute.
BLG.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of an up and down. Well, Chovy will sidestep the shockwave, but huge props to BLG. I did not tout them as favorite. Oh, Chovy
Neither of the mid lane is able to hit their ultimates in that trade. Yagao has a 2-level lead as well, and now is chasing Chovy and Peanut down. Chovy has to flash away. Peanut trying to trade back in, but remember, there's an Infernal Soul on this Orianna. The Sun Disc comes down as Peanut continues to be forced away. The rest of BLG are looking for the Nexus. Yagao keeps everyone interested as the equalizer popped on plays.
Yes, TP.
Doran trying to defend, been pulled back. TP available for Yagao as now he recalls. Elk takes the first Nexus tower and BLG start to disengage.
I'm pretty sure Yagao actually flashed Chovy.
The breath of life! Oh, just about keeps Pays alive, but now Bin and Shun are looking for more. They've taken Doran, Bin will fall. Yagao TP's in, no shockwave on him for about 20 seconds, but the EQ flash onto Chovy, he dashes in, but Elk has the escape tool.
Like 4 minutes into the game, and BLG are about to set up for a Infernal Soul. Even with a steal, I don't think it's enough.
The thing is, even if it's a steal, you get the fight that you look for, but Peanut decides against flashing in and trying to smite the Baron. Super Minions pushing in the bottom lane, reset starting to happen from Yagao. He can TP into these supers. Baron buffed them up quickly, instead TPs to the mid lane to join his team because he knows Chovy has to answer the minions battering down the base. Shun goes forward with the flag and drag, and that's another inhibitor tower forfeit by Gen G and happily taken by BLG. Time is running out for Gen G, at least in this game. Maybe in Worlds, if they can't find a way to fight back against BLG in Game 3.
BLG were underdogs at MSI. They're underdogs here again at Worlds. But despite that, they stand strong, and they're looking to go to match point against Gen G.
It has been destruction, demolition. The most one-sided series we have seen in a while here at Worlds. Peanut has to flash away. The Cataclysm in will end Chovy's day, and now Doran and the rest of Gen G can only stand and watch on the fountain, but even there, they are not safe from the unending assault of BLG. Not to be harassed down. Braum as well. Oh, they thought it was going to be the Lux, but Braum into Naught is an absolute delight for On, not for Delight. In fact, it will be despair for Delight against On, who will very much be on in this Dragon. Having the bot lane that always gets the push helps you out a huge amount as we see the Dragon secured for BLG. The second seed from the LPL when you are the favorites coming in. Only extenuate those circumstances as the Nature's Grasp comes out. Smite secured by Peanut as they look for the engage world ender. Chovy with a great base seal locks up 2. Yagao trying to join the fray, Bin low, but he's able to dash away. Doran going forward. Burst blood to Gen G and signs of life for Gen G and signs of life here in Busan.
And Yagao doesn't have flash because of the earlier play. We'll see if Peanut can extend, but he dies!
Shockwave, Peanut goes timber, ace in the hole onto Light. The Glacial Fish are going wide, but flash ignite into the Piltover Peacemaker.
2v2 kill found. Delight now.
Depth charge onto Elk. He still has flash, he still has heal, but where's he gonna dash to? As the Gen G bot lane comes to life as well.
Much needed play there for Gen G. Delight finds his opportunity.
Chovy going in with the Soul Unbound, pull back with the shockwave, but he can dash away. The Fate Seal blocked though with the Cataclysm, and Chovy will fall. No ultimate. Peanut has his, the Nature's Grasp possibilities. There's the Glacial Fisher. Nature's Grasp used, but they all line up. Good hook onto the back line as the TP is now invested from either side. Chovy trying to come in from the top side of the fight, but Doran's already dead, and now Pays them to cleanse away. The ace in the hole finds its prey, but only 100
G2 series, the rate at which he's able to react with TPs to make these cross maps happen. The moment he sees that door, great effect, but the level of harassment that this champion can provide is so difficult to deal with. Give this one up.
Yep, they just decide top lane tower is more important. Bin makes sure they don't lose the turret off it as well, so it's a Drake for a tower trade across the map. Also vision control gained once again by BLG up towards the top river. Not too much of it. Wasn't quite able to see exactly how much they got because obviously we see the Orianna there, but there's the TP. Nature's Grasp coming out as the collapse onto Peanut was a possibility, but in the end doesn't bear fruition.
Small win there for Gen G on specifically the teleport, but yeah, BLG still going to be happy with the trade. Giving up a single Drake, not the end of the world. GP coming in here, they want to hold to onto this turret.
Chovy has TP as well. No wards behind for him to get to, and with the snap trap lineup, felt like the tower was pretty much lost. Could have just kept pushing in the bot lane, but they tried to invest some resources into defending. Delight is looking for Yagao, but Shun steps in the way. The depth shot coming out as well. The Killer Instinct, a possibility here for Pays. He dives in, they find Yagao, the shockwave. It's not going to be enough. And Gen G, seconds before it's back off cooldown.
Yeah, also just in general, going to be hesitant, right, to engage on the Braum as Chovy. Going to use his health bar to make sure he gets looking.
Genji don't have to contest this.
They don't.
But every time we've said that so far this series, they have then contested
they've committed
it, so.
2 TPs to mid lane now.
There we are, Chovy and Doran join the fray. Stopwatch completed on Chovy. I think a fight is brewing. Bin locked up for the moment. He'll be able to dash away. Chovy pulled back by the Soul Unbound. Genji don't really have the vision control as of yet. They're going to try and garner it now, but there's wards behind them as well. The Dragon started, will be the second for Genji, down to 5,000. Bin with the Dominus, slowed, stopped by Doran, who acts as a bodyguard. Now the hook onto Bin, knocked up with a depth charge as well as Bin tries to heal himself up. Chovy getting onto the back line with the shockwave, pulls him out, shot out! Chovy down, but here is Pace to find another. The Dragon going over, flash away from Elk, twisted advance, they dive as well. On the front line, trying to get in the way as Shun forces Pace away. Shun will take down Pace, and Elk still standing like he's ever been for BLG. Elk still survives, but Doran finally vision cleared out by Shun. The Dragon down to 4,000 as Genji look to push forward, push BLG off. Infernal change, there's the Nature's Grasp as well. The Dragon secured, it's Shun that gets it. Do we see it? The Baron has been begun. There's the TP from Chovy, Delight. Looking for vision in the pit, puts a control ward in. Doran going forward with the World Ender. And on the back of the wings of the World Ender, Genji look to make their final stand. BLG's fate sealed by the combination of the Aatrox and the Yone. And Busan roars into life.
It is the flank that they've been looking for. It feels like the entire series. Finally, Genji get the jump on BLG, who tried to bite off a little bit more than they can chew. And at the very least, Genji gonna walk away with a Baron here.
Well played fight from Genji. Elk didn't even get to use his flash. The collapse was fantastic. Very clearly at the top. The siege will now begin. Tier 2 gonna drop in the bot lane. They've kept Chovy in mid.
Full on 5v5. What I assume will be around Baron.
With the amount of control at the lead, they are a terrifying team to play against. They're really good at...
Doran level 18 already, able to keep the rest of BLG away, and Delight and Doran teaming up to make sure that BLG are on the back foot as Chovy goes forward, going in. Shun looking for the Cataclysm as well, pops his stopwatch as Doran goes down, the Baron secured. BLG can look for more. How much further can they chase? Not much is the answer. Genji sacrificed their top laner, but secure the Baron.
Gonna be a win for Genji, but BLG are gonna try and look for a window here. We're pretty late into the game. It's 45 seconds on Doran before he is back up. At the very least, BLG should be able to get themselves some turrets. Maybe even trying to push for an inhibitor here. Bin is gonna TP in.
I mean, look at top lane. Chovy's just chosen to split push. He's going to be able to secure that tower. What do BLG do now? I think that this is their best opportunity to actually fight. They have a numbers advantage. An inhibitor will be
much quarterback. And it might just be a soul into a Baron, into an Elder. You have to give credit to the LPL 2 seed. So consistently able to find
Here we go.
wins as on. Steps forward, Infernal Chains will drag him back. Bin acting as a front line. Chovy looking for the flank position. Shun tries to dive onto him. The Mortal Steel gets the knock-up. Doran going forward as Bin with the Dominus is locked up. Stopwatch, is it enough to buy him enough time to get out? It is for now, but Pace dives forward and Bin dies, and Genji.
We're going to try and defend for as long as we can. Assuming he can take that inhibitor down, which then should draw them just a single member from BLG away. And there you go, they've unlocked the bottom tower. As long as they can play away from the Caitlyn, then Genji can slowly chip away. You can see now BLG being divided. The Yone in the top lane.
Chovy the target for now, but the cannon minions doing enough work on those inhibitors. Inhibitors in the bottom lane will fall. Pays, locked up, flashes away. The Cataclysm will get his GA, but is it enough here for BLG? Doran coming in from the flank as Pays is brought back to life. The flag and the drag from Shun is just found wanting, but the engage continues from BLG. Genji disengaged.
He sells it immediately. We'll see what he picks up. Looks like he's going back to boots. Chovy, not done though, wants to pick up this inhibitor. Part of On's ultimate actually clips him. Gets the knock up. And it's enough as Chovy.
He's going to kill him.
Falling low. Has the shield, but it's just enough to keep him alive. BLG were pushing forward to try and fight for the Elder, but Genji are looking for the Nexus. Shun already called out as they look for more. He's trying to get away, but there's one, there's two, there's more for Genji. Pays diving forward, the killer instinct living up to its name as Shun tries to get away and will escape to live another day, but the Nexus, the target in the eyes of Genji as they are looking to fight back in this series. A reverse sweep is what it will take, and Genji have taken the first step.
A crazy game.
It kind of works
More in
hard.
Delight's wheelhouse.
It is very much more in his wheelhouse. I'm a bit more disappointed in it, but
The
he's still
shield
an incredibly
breaking
good route.
still from Ral can be pretty effective against the Tahm Kench. But all right, Genji.
Does Pei Shun looking for this? A lot of minions going to be lost to the tower. TP in from Doran, but he can be stopped by Bin, and he is in fact in the top lane. Delight look for the engage, flash away from On. Shun can go in now. EQ flash away from Pays. The flash doesn't follow, but Pays is dead. The flip back onto On is not enough. On not tanking the tower. Abyssal Voyage forward. The dodge from Delight. He still has flash. Elk now tanking the tower. Shun and On haven't hit Delight. Shun's coming down as well. This wave pushing away from Pays and Delight means that Shun can just push forward himself. Elk trying to open up with the Rangers. Focus, the engage onto Elk. He still has flash heal, but he doesn't have time to get out. Delight gets the kill. Not what you would have wanted for Genji. Meanwhile, Bin trading with Doran in the top lane, and I know who's winning this one. Kasante doing Kasante things as the double flash has been used, but there's no dodge for the Q3 unless Doran puts on his dancing shoes. Can't find them.
They're definitely not down and out just yet, but they needed to make something happen. But Shun now looking for something.
Down looking for the flank as well. No flash on Pays, none on Delight either, or even Peanut. Pays pops the cleanse, but he's being locked up, and he'll be shut out of the battle. Shun takes the kill. Delight next on the menu. He's ready for a tongue lashing. Yagao flashes.
Been enough. That should still be the Drake going over. Doran picks at least up a little bit of gold, but I think BLG is going to take that trade anytime as they teleporting
on his way. Like, can you kill Bin? At this point, you
We're
have
about to find out,
only
Medic.
a Divine Sundra. The Equalizer down onto Bin. Doesn't take too much damage. The Riptail charges in. The Magnet Storm there as well as the Enchanted Crystal Arrow hits underneath the tower. Bin dashing away. Surviving Fate's Call used as well, but Peanut with excessive force finds the...
What you're playing into, the carries, and like aside from Tahm Kench, we might see it right here.
Just looking for Elk. Maybe trying to get the Devourer down. Does have the flash, doesn't have the flash, in fact, to get away. Enchanted Crystal Arrow into the Magnet Storm. Chovy extending forward, but the Devourer still available for BLG here as Pays tries to get on towards the back line, but Delight now pulled out with the Fate's Call. Abyssal Voyage forward by On. Chovy walking away, wounded. On with the flash forward, and Shun coming in from the side. Chovy cataclysmed and brought to his knees, and BLG walking forward. Nah, I'm just going to clear the wave.
Not feeling it.
Just taking the red as well. And I think a lot of it comes down to what you mentioned, Chronicler, which is they invested is there to try and dissuade BLG, so it will be at least one tower. Maybe two if they wanted to go in with the charge, but it looks like Genji, its control ward deep behind at BLG's blue. Can Chovy survive what could be a 5-man dive? Gao coming in as a clone of Elk, and Chovy will realize as the arrow hits, he might be just caught out. He tries to flash, but he can't get away in time. Knocked back with the Intofos. And Chovy stayed a little bit too long. Didn't respect the arrow from Elk.
And a nice snipe comes through from Elk. Now BLG with, I was going to say 5 members strong, but Bin choosing to reset means that they can continue this siege onto the top tier 2.
And that is also Chovy investing his flash, right? In the previous play, didn't have it. So it's going to be a very favorable trade here for
Turning after a brief delay last year at Worlds. Peanut stepping forward here as the engage comes in from BLG, and Peanut's locked up. Yagao pops Blossoms as Genji starts to go pop. The Equalizer coming down, and Shun now on the wrong side of the rip, but he can just EQ back to join his team. Pays rooted with the Tangle Bars as Chovy looks for the backline, but the Devourer saved for this eventuality. He has to dash away. No smite for Genji, but a fight perhaps begins to materialize. No Tangle Barbs, remember, for BLG, only the Cataclysm. And a Devourer put on. Do you go in with the Magnet Storm? You do. Delight tries to dive in. Doran trying to burn BLG alive as On is taken out, but the re-engage from BLG. Perfection executed once again. Doran and Chovy in a 2v4 fighting for the lives of Genji, for the lives of the LCK, but can't...
Taboo.
And now Genji staring down a very long walk back into this game. 2 items complete on Pays, Ginsu's and the Blade of the Ruined King. Yagao here, cease and desist coming out as they try and lock him up. Doesn't have the flash, but has the pop. Blossom, Chovy dashes in, dashes back, dashes out, and dashes forward for the kill. Peanut takes it.
Can they get out though? Looks like they will be. BLG don't want to overinvest towards the top side of the map. On the cross map, Bin is able to still push.
He said it'll slow BLG down a little bit, but I don't know if it's enough. The wave clear. Oh!
Agnesor flash engaged, the equalizer down as well in the TP. Gen G have pulled the trigger, and they're looking to burst out Elk. Chovy dashing around, and Elk will fall. It's hunting season for Gen G, and they found what could be the biggest kill of them all. They found a way back into game 4.
I thought that it wouldn't be enough, but Gen G just shut me right up. A beautiful engage in mid lane, catches BLG completely off guard, and just like that, as you said, Medic, Gen G have found a lifeline.
Might be able to get the kill on Bin here as well, and he's going to be disjointed, uses the mobility.
Oh god, Cassante things.
Yeah, Bin just doing Bin things here on the Cassante, and Tofo's come out.
Shields!
The Slingshot plate is not enough. The shield's
It's
not.
now being finished for Chovy. Level 15, soon to hit level 16. Elk.
Elk has flash heal. He tries to get across the wall and gets into the Razorbeak pit, but On is deleted. Chovy looking for more. He's going to dive forward into 4 members. He has a stopwatch, but does he have enough time? The Pop Blossom comes out. Chovy survives as he gets off towards the top side, and there is Yagao. And Busan roars into life once again.
And there is no objective up, but Gen G, it feels different in this 4th game. They should be able to, at the very least, get themselves a turret here. And again, Yagao gets caught out on, dies saving Elk.
The momentum has clearly swung. Saving play. Let's see if he can find another. Shun looking for a fight.
Look away,
Delight!
and Delight goes in. On trying to keep Elk alive. The Pop Blossom comes out just in time from Yagao. But Yagao is gone, and BLG might be too. Elk trying to do everything he can, but Elk has been mounted on a wall. Delight survives. BLG die. And Gen G do it all. They have fought back from the absolute brink in game 2. And it looks like we're going all the way.
It's a clean ace for Gen G. The Nexus is in their eyes, and they're looking to...
Never mind.
Out
of the eyes. So hard consistently, but as you already pointed out, the big enabler of all of this.
It's this damage. 5 kills for him now. 2-1-11 for Doran.
And the biggest prize of all, that Nexus.
The arrow?
The arrow onto Doran, but Delight is in the way. If BLG overstep, there's the equalizer already. Doran getting chunked out, and Doran is donezo. Chovy pushing in the mid lane. Delight can re-engage. No flash for him to disengage this, though. Shun misses the flag and drag across the wall. The stun from Delight.
And if Yagao can find a flank, that'll be the difference maker. Chronicler was talking about it earlier.
Oh, here we go. In. The Devour immediately. Delight tanky enough, but Chovy is being dealt with by BLG right now. The Pop Blossom doesn't find it. Pace flashes the wall and immediately engages. Chovy's on a rampage now, and Gen G are just grinding up BLG. A double for Chovy. They wipe them away. The TP towards mid. Gen G are done with this game.
He's 17 and he's flashing over a wall with his back against the wall. Pace still find the play. Bindo.
You know, relentless force. And even more aggression from Gen G. Delight and Pays, after being put behind in the early game, are putting on a clinic here at 35 minutes. It's game 5, a reverse sweep on the cards for Gen G. And Busan and all Korea are behind them.
This series has taken a turn after game number.
Change it when Delight had such a great game in game 4. So Senna Tom Kench, a scaling option still, but not really. Position our observers highlighting how awkward this is for Gen G in the early game, and Shun is looking.
Doran underneath the tower, EQ flashes over, Doran able to flash away, Knight will tick him down and he will fall first blood to BLG. BLG using the fact they have push mid, push bot, will get the first Drake of the game. A little later than some of the ones we've seen, but still relatively fast. The fact that BLG invest the resources, we don't really want to have to react instantaneously to it, so instead we'll give it up, get push in top.
Make sure that Doran gets back from, or gets out of his deficit that was set up earlier with Bin getting the early kill, and there is no cross map. You saw everyone on BLG decided to recall
these teams. The TP
They didn't know Shun was here. They do now. Double TP invested. Bin, still no flash, does have the equalizer. Chovy dancing around. Cease and desist available to Peanut. Doesn't use it because Bin is already done for. Chovy takes the kill. Meanwhile, the Magnet Storm onto Elk. He tries to flash away. Pays stepping forward, has the killer instinct on, is pushing in the side lane. No TP for him to join the fight. Yagao with the shockwave, but Pays takes him out. The killer instinct finds its mark. Doran locked up with the last embrace, but I don't think he is.
It's a situation where I love
At the very least, BLG are able to make sure that they get a topside turret. Doran will immediately answer back. And we'll see if Genji is able to respond or if BLG is going to get another charge. And this, you know, the only goal they obviously...
Going back to the wave, but
still the Dragon, though.
Genji used the time to take the Drake, and BLG will have Prio down the mid lane, but how much can they get out of that? The tower's still standing for now, but not for much longer. It will be felled all the way down towards the blue as well.
Whoa! This is a massive mistake from Genji.
BLG won't do it too quickly. It's only Shun, Yagao, and Bin there
Doran
right now.
Mega.
Coming in as well.
But
Doran's
they don't
about
know.
to fall off. Mega Delight can step forward. The control ward in the Baron Pit allows Genji vision of it. Elk still trying to do what he can. The equalizer down, Pays on as well.
Oh,
the Storm hits on 3. Chovy dives onto the backline but misses. The Shuriken as Delight will fall first. Pays doing everything he can as Peanut has to dash away. The center will hit him from long range. Now Doran forced away. It's a 2-for-1 so far in favor of...
An incredibly tense situation.
Chovy going in, caught with the last embrace, but he goes into the Twilight Shroud. TP now invested by Genji. The Dragon
flash
up.
Shun.
Doran able to dash away. Shun going in with Cataclysm, but now Delight can really open up. Magnet Storm not quite off cooldown. Doran has a stopwatch, but all he can buy is the second equalizer now out. Doran falls. Chovy looking to hit him. He dashes back in, but the Abyssal Voyage brings him forward. And Chovy is shut out of the fight. BLG.
Doran waits too long with the stopwatch. Wants to get his Meganor, ends up going down and then on. Knocks up Chovy. That's going to be Baron.
Doran holds his flash. Genji, they're uncoordinated, and BLG
power play for the next 2 minutes. Genji's backs are against the ropes. The gold lead basically even.
The hometown favorites of Genji. Ultimate, Peanut.
Onto Shun, the killer instinct going forward as well. They can lock Shun up and they'll shut him out. Top lane, Baron remains for 30 seconds. Delight spotted by Shun. Mid lane tower falls to Genji, but BLG will get a tier 2 in the top lane in answer.
Baron's still here. BLG, they know where Peanut is. Chovy can TP though, but ideally he wants the back. Doesn't get to.
Now TPing in as well. Chovy gets in, has to dash away, but Shun still able to land. The knock of the shockwave was waiting, couldn't quite find his mark, but the flames are spitting from Bin, and Chovy cataclysmed into an early grave, and now Genji on the back foot. BLG, 5 members strong, will take the inhib. Will they look for more?
I mean, why wouldn't they? They have the Nexus in their eyes. BLG are looking to end it here.
Pays, Doran, Delight, and Peanut. 4 members strong for Genji trying to defend, but BLG, as 5 push in, the first Nexus tower down. Delight can still engage. The shockwave finds 2, but the Magnet Storm from Delight onto the backline immediately locks up BLG for a second. The Gnar back from Doran as well. It's all on Pays. He's trying to do everything he can to cease and desist under the tower. Will shut out Bin. Pays dancing and weaving his way around the fight. No minions left though. But BLG means they have
of BLG. The gold is pretty much dead even, but it feels like that this series has been all.
They are 1 Nexus tower away from a Nexus. 1 moment away.
What little vision Genji have. Delight needs to be careful.
Awesome Grace going to hit him. He's going to try and jump away, but the chase is on. The equalizer coming out as well. Delight can look for the re-engage. Doran goes in with the Mega Gnar. Pays now dives onto the backline. Delight already down, but they killed off Elk as well. Shun tries to get in with the Cataclysm, and he'll get the shot down onto Pays. And now it's all on Chovy. He's dashing. He's dancing around the fight. The perfect execution for BLG may be too much. Chovy buys a second, but he just can't buy the win. BLG forced Genji out of their own jungle.
Drop, I thought. Pays can carry this whole fight, but then it was Yagao's shockwave combined with Shun's ultimate that was enough to...
The TP comes in behind. Chovy looking for something. Delight already caught out by Bin. He's going to have to dash away. On going in with the Abyssal Voyage. Chovy looking for that flank position, but the equalizer coming down, and once again doesn't quite get him into the wall. Elk gobbled up as On is going to spit him out, and the tower's already gone down. Dawning Shadow out as Peanut falls. Everyone on Genji is so low. Elk's still full HP pretty much as he heals up with a piercing dark. And Genji just cannot find the pick they're looking for.
That's going to be 2 inhibitors down now, and BLG, they might try and look for the end.
And everything invested by Genji. No ult on Delight, not on Pays either. Yagao still has the shockwave to send a shock through the crowd here in Busan. Pays low again, rooted up. The shockwave just short. The stopwatch from Pays buys a second, but Shun still has the GA. Chovy trying to clear out the minions as the Gnar back from Doran once again.
GA?
But on just tanks for days. GA coming out from Shun, and now it's all on Chovy. It's all on Pays. And we were told Busan was the church of Chovy. But what's a god to 5 non-believers? BLG will face Weibo in semis.